There we go. Welcome to the Tampa Bay Chapter Annual General Meeting. Today is November 20th, 2025. This is our 191st class. 2025 brought us good. 2026 is going to be bringing us great. And I'm so excited to talk about what we have coming up. I'm also really excited to talk about what our board has gotten done for you for the last year. So I think you're going to be surprised. Let's get started. Before we begin, let me introduce myself. My name is Thea Soren. I'm the president of this wonderful chapter. I've been in business analysis for about 30 years. My career spans a diverse variety of industries, and I've had the honor of contributing to the BABOK and founding the BA Force Multiplier movement and the BAQ Elevate movement. Today is a BA Masterclass about growth and connection and impact because we want to take you from where we were to where we are now and where we're going to be. So let's dive in. Let me begin for those of you who are new to the IIBA. The International Institute of Business Analysis is the global governing body for business analysis. With about 30,000 members, 120 chapters worldwide, and 7 certifications, we have the global governing body that backs up all of these certifications. I said just now that IIBA is the governing body. That means it's the best known and most highly respected certifications they're all from the IIBA using the BABOK as a guide. The benefits of joining is access to training provided to chapters around the globe, complimentary access to over 11,000 outstanding books, including about 3,000 audiobooks, magazines, and modules, including the BABOK, and additional resources. And then you get discounts on your certifications and exams that exceed the amount of your membership fee. IIBA chapters are in major cities around the world. If there isn't an active chapter near you, we can talk about you getting a chapter started. Or you're welcome to the Tampa Bay IIBA. Members of the Tampa Bay, Florida chapters are not restricted to residents of Florida. In fact, we have members from all around the globe. It doesn't matter where you live. If you don't have an IIBA chapter, Tampa Bay can be your chapter. I'm going to turn it over to Kasi now. He's going to tell you about our vision and mission.
Sure. So our mission here at Tampa Bay IIBA is building a thriving community of empowered business analysis. Our mission is to equip business analysis with knowledge, tools, and support needed to excel in their role through targeted training, mentorship, and fostering a professional community. We empower business analysis to drive impactful decisions, collaborate closely with stakeholders, enhance operational efficiency, and elevate the practice of business analysis because we are the Tampa Bay IIBA.
Thank you, Kasi. So why would you choose to join the Tampa Bay chapter? We offer multiple training sessions every week, including the CBAP prep and coaching. You can view our upcoming events at our website and the updates posted on LinkedIn and Facebook. And by this year end, we will have put on over 200 events, and all of those events are available on YouTube. To get an index of those, go here to Bob's Amazing Index at rpchurchill.com. Thanks to Bob Churchill. Exciting news. You know that the Tampa Bay IIBA chapter was one of 5 finalists for the Global IIBA Award, all thanks to the efforts of our board, and we did it. We won the Global Award, one of 5 chapters that were selected for excellence. Ours was in professional development, and you'll see why they chose us in just a minute. So we are now going to be able to hang this banner. Incidentally, Cliff, you're going to have a shipment to your house. I have no doubt that Seamus is going to come pick up that banner and fly it everywhere. It's going to be great. So, of the 120 IIBA chapters, this is the Tampa Bay, Florida chapter, and this is the board for 2025. These are the folks who've worked behind the scenes for your benefit, for our community. We appreciate each of them working so diligently. In fact, each of them were nominated for the Regional Volunteer of the Year Award. So, of the 5 finalists of the region, these 3 were finalists out of those 5, and winners were announced on Friday, and I was named Volunteer of the Year for the Southeast region. It was quite exciting, but here's the deal. Getting the award just means that people will come to us more often and we can help more people, which is the whole goal. I want to introduce you to our board members. I want you to get to know them. You've seen these pictures all this time, but I want you to get to know them. So I'm going to introduce you to each of these good people. Cliff lives in Florida. He has a whole slew of certifications that are more technical than most of the rest of us. He's a certified assistant coach with the Taekwondo Olympic Committee. He built his home himself and repairs any hurricane damage because he lives in Florida. He enjoys Star Wars. He enjoys watching football. And he's been with our chapter longest of all of the board. He was the board member that was here whenever I joined the chapter. I'm going to turn it over to Cliff so he can talk about plans for 2025, what he did in 2025, and what he's going to continue to do in 2026.
Oh boy, the interview me. Yes, I post all the events in LinkedIn, Facebook, do all our marketing, and handle our recordings and postings to YouTube. Don't know what more to say. Yes, both Thea and I have a large LinkedIn network, so that it helps us along. And I do track the attendance in each meeting also. Other than that, not really good at this. So yeah. Oh, and you show our channel there. So all our videos are there. I try and put them in groups. So if you come in here without the index, you can at least see all the videos for 2025 in order. And I try to name them accordingly. Thea, one thing I did want to talk to you about is one day we need to match up Bob's index with what he's got in each meeting with what's actually in the YouTube, because there's places in YouTubes where you can tag things and put a description and all that kind of stuff. I don't do that. I just post it and name it.
We're going to
But
get some volunteers helping us with that.
yeah, that would be a good volunteer job, because I think when you search, it would really help having that metadata in there in the back end.
Right? You've
Yeah,
had quite
make
an
sure
increase. You've had quite an increase between 2024 and 2025 here. Your LinkedIn group had a 20% increase. Your LinkedIn followers had a 32% increase, and your YouTube videos had a 35% increase. That is directly
Mm.
according to what you have done for our chapter.
Mm.
Thank you.
Yeah, like you said, I'm almost at 30,000 connections, which is your max on LinkedIn. So I actually delete people and make room. And the only people I add anymore are IIB related, so that I can get them in the channels and everything.
I received a call from somebody today and they said, Cliff told me to reach out to you. You're the one to ask this question of. And I'm like, Cliff is talking to everybody. I love that. Thank you. Thank you very much, Cliff.
No problem.
Okay, let's talk about Kasi. 5 things you should know about Kasi is he is ECBA and AAC certified, just got the AAC. Good job. He enjoys photography, especially people and wildlife photography. His favorite sport is soccer, and he's a big Barcelona fan. I went out and found the Barcelona logo here. I hope that's the right logo, Kasi. And if he weren't a business analyst, he would like to be a pilot, and he would like to be a pilot of the big bird of the sky, the Airbus 380. Did I get all that right, Kasi?
Yep.
Okay.
You don't want the
Very
challenge of a Boeing
Nope.
without a door
Nope.
or a window?
Nope.
No?
Okay, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Alicia. Alicia is a published author, ProC certified change practitioner, business analysis certificate, learning experience design certificate, POPM, CAF, CAL 1 and 2, CSP, Scrum Master, SKP, and a whole slew of others. I had to say, okay, just give me your top ones, lady. It filled up the whole page. She's also interested in community service. She's on at least 2 boards. She likes gardening and nature, and she enjoys fitness. Alicia, is there anything else that you want to say?
No, I'm just happy to be here. Thank you for allowing me to serve.
You are so wonderful. Okay, let me tell you now about Esther. Five things you need to know about Esther. Esther is a published author many times over. She's got her MBA, her CBAP, her CSPO, and probably a lot of other things I don't know. She loves to read. I've never known anybody who likes to absorb information as much as she does. She enjoys cooking. She's trying her hand on AI, and she loves movies. Now I'm going to turn it over to Esther, and she's going to talk about what she and Kasi and Alicia did last year.
Um, hmm. Firstly, I want to say that last year, which is also this year, um, we have actually been able to achieve, we've done a lot of good. We realized that if we want to serve our community better, if we want to help more people become good and great and possibly excellent business analysts, we need to get some things sorted. So we were able to get some licenses that would help us gain access to a ton of tools. Some of all those tools we used during the simulation. So we got TechSoup and Good Stack approval. We were also helpful in setting up and managing the SDLC experience workshop. Then we ensured that we got Slack, Calendly, Balsamic access for the simulation. We also did the tech support onboarding to ensure that everybody was fine. Then a member Nova usage training for approved users. We had that earlier on this year to just walk people through, people that needed to know how to use Member Nova. And Member Nova is what we use for our website. And also on Member Nova, we were able to manage our events for this year. And we tried out our hands on sending weekly emails, like 2 or 3 weekly emails before every event, just to get the word out about our event. So I'll say this year has been an amazing year. Thank you.
Oh, we're not finished yet. Now let's talk about next year.
Okay, so for next year, Alicia, do you want to talk about the CBAP certification
Sure.
preps? Then,
Yes.
then.
So next year we've got a plethora of new items that we're going to add to our programming. So we'll continue with the CBAP certification prep series. We're going to introduce the automation for business analysis. So that'll be a hands-on course to introduce tools like Power Automate, ChatGPT for BAs, Make.com, etc. We'll continue with the SDLC simulation for 2026. That was very successful for the first time around this year. So thank you all that participated in that process. So we're going to bring that back for next year. We're going to introduce BA Think Tank. That'll be a monthly themed case study with real world problems so that you can get hands-on experience with analysis and collaborating with other people. We're going to bring in a new program for mentorship. This will be for Purdue cohorts, if I can speak. So it'll be a partnership mentorship program with their AI data science graduate cohorts. Geez. So looking forward to that. And then we'll continue our speaker series that you've been able to experience here recently. Yeah, so that's what I have for upcoming events. Did you want me to cover anything else?
Okay, so we'll just go to what we have planned for the website committee. So we have a couple of committees in the Tampa Bay chapter. We have the website committee and we have the editorial committee. And for next year, what we plan to do this year, actually, we were able to develop like our templates for our newsletters. We were able to also develop our templates for even our case studies, which is also something as part of the editorial committee, for example. Then the website, at least being sure that we had events clearly on the website and all that. That's one thing we're able to do this year. But for next year, we're trying to do better in organizing another website training to allow our board, and also like key members or key volunteers have access, not necessarily huge and full-blown access, but we're going to have website training for people to be able to make some changes. Then we're working on having graphics weekly as much as possible. So either we standardize our designs and just make changes. We're still working out all those modalities, but we expect to have that finalized next year. Then we want to, as usual, still keep our event and calendars updated on the website. Then we want to try to introduce member spotlights and features on our website. Something fun we're looking forward to in 2026. So we want to spotlight you. Let's see what you're doing. And resource hub creation. So we actually have a Google Drive at the moment where we have a ton of amazing business analysis resources, templates, and all that. So we're going to work on a way to transition all that. We're still working around the details, but that's something we want to work on for next year. So also having our case studies build our resource, like to build our resource hub and all that. So those are basically what we have planned for next year. I think the editorial committee bit, Alicia can also talk about that.
Okay, Alicia.
All right, so for the editorial committee, for 2026, we are going to start with a newsletter. This will be monthly to start with. It'll be called the BA Pulse. So it'll be a recap of the chapter events, volunteer highlights, upcoming programs, and articles. So be on the lookout for that next year. We're also going to introduce member articles. So it'll be a feature of 1 to 2 member written articles per month. So that could be case studies, tool reviews, lessons learned, just an ongoing initiative for continued learning and growth and professional development. And then guest insights. So this will be quarterly. This will be external contributors or guest speakers on BA tools and trends.
Very good. Thank you so much, Alicia and Esther. And you notice Kasi, as of 2026, Kasi has the title of Vice President of Technology. It's a new thing he's taking on this next year. Thank you so much, Kasi. Let me introduce to you Richard Lehman. He is the Vice President of Finance. He is our steady Eddie. Things that you need to know: he coaches youth rugby. He's partnered with the Seattle Seawolves and the Rainier Junior Rugby Club since 2018. He adopted a puppy about a year ago, and he lives with his wife in the Great Pacific Northwest. Being the Vice President of Finance, it falls to him to do the finance report, but he's not here, so I'm going to do it. We began 2025 with $8,745.04. We received money from the IIBA, $15 per person that joins our chapter. That ended up to be $2,030. We paid Stripe $30. I'm sorry, 33 cents. What happened is we did a test. We took $1 and sent it to ourselves, and they took out 33 cents of it. So we paid them 33 cents for that test for $1. We're not using them anymore. We paid federal and state $345. The Orlando PMBA conference, we paid for materials for that, and that was about $424.19. The SDLC workshop has cost us a little bit, $2,184.15 as of yesterday. Their courses have made us a little bit of money, $35.83. The Bluegrass PDD Days, which we're going to have professional development seminar available through the Bluegrass chapter with 12 other chapters. We have paid $200 for that privilege. The CBAP 7-month course made us $779.47. We have paid Chase bank fees of $29, and conference materials that we have on hand that were left over and still available to us is $214.31, ending 2025 with a total of $8,193.37. I have to ask, are there any questions about finances? Okay, let's keep going. What is Richard going to do for 2026, he's going to continue to maintain the financial stewardship for the chapter. He's going to work with the VP of Administration for the legal filings for the year. And he's going to continue to just be steady, which is exactly what we need for finance. Let me tell you about Seamus. Seamus came on board this year as our Vice President of Membership, bringing a new energy to us. He has his CSPO, his CSM. He's got Make certifications, Agile, SQL, Postman, and several other things. He's originally from Lithuania. He's a certified personal trainer, passionate about videography, video editing, and 3D design. He loves AI automation and building intelligent agents, and I love listening to his passion on this. And he enjoys learning new tools and technologies. I'm going to turn it over to Seamus because he's got more to say than I have breath. So I had to make the letters little to get it all on here. Seamus, tell us about 2025.
All right, 2025. It was a great year, and next year is gonna be better, like always. And just to get a little bit started, so some of the things regarding the chapter growth and community impact is I went this year with Bob, and we went to represent the IBA at the Project Summit BA World 2025, where we built a new speaker and leader relationships. Another thing great about that is as I got, myself more involved at the event, I got noticed by some of the advisors. And now it looks like for 2026, I'm one of the advisors for Project Summit BA World for IBA Tampa Bay. So that's some great news. And this is going to bring a lot of the people to be like, oh, you're from IBA Tampa. So that's some great news. So I'm very, very excited about it. And one of the things I'm looking forward to next year. With all that, we're also re-engaging National BA presenters to boost chapter visibility, with also attending 1 to 2 partner events monthly across Tampa Bay tech, AI, and business communities. As being in the vice president membership, one of the main things is you want to understand the members, you want to understand the tech community. So you really want to go to these different events just to understand different personalities. And then with that, I'll also get to meet all these different personalities, which also bring back over to the IBA. And I always share about a lot of our events that we go to, and it's been so much fun. And I get to meet so many cool people, and we've even had a lot of these people come to our IBA events. So super awesome. With that as well, we also have expanded chapter awareness across local orgs, universities, and professional groups. So super awesome to see all of us, growing and all of us doing great this year. So let's get into the professional development and industry contribution. So we deliver driving workforce transformation with AI automation to a cross-functional audience. So one of the things I want to bring in is a lot of the things outside of work is I do a lot of stuff with AI automation. So a lot of the things we do every single day, such as being like a BA and AI automation, you can combine those together and you've turned into solving problems for businesses around the world. So I'm going to be able to get more involved in this next year and hopefully give a lot of resources to help other people learn and grow. So with that also being, I participate in multiple professional development sessions to promote continuous growth. Every single month, I'm constantly learning. I'm going to these events. I'm getting to learn from new people and constantly growing. So taking all that knowledge and then helping bring it into the chapter, bring some new energy and get some new skill sets. Now, with some volunteer leadership and chapter operations, I served as the observer coordinator for the SDLC workshop and supporting hands-on BA learning. And being a part of that, I got to really see everybody grow from the very beginning to the very end. And it was just so awesome to see everybody collaborating, working together, working as BAs, developers, etc. It was just so awesome to see. So I got to be able to assist and help out all the observers, and it was such a fun opportunity. And with that also being, as I get to act as a chapter ambassador at external events, strengthening sponsor and speaker ties. That goes back to me going to different events and then bringing and discussing kind of about IBA chapter and all the community events we got going on.
You've made several presentations as you've gone to these events about our chapter, haven't you, Seamus?
Oh yeah, I grabbed the mic. Oh yeah, when they gave it the opportunity, mic, I'm going up there. I'm gonna show the energy. I was like, yeah, we got all the wild energy over here.
That's awesome. So let's talk about 2026.
So 2026, we're going to start off with some accelerated membership growth and retention. So I'm going to be representing a lot of the IPA Tampa Bay at the community and partner events across the region. We're going to be going to a lot of these different events, bringing our name out there, telling people to come to IBA. So I'm super excited about that. That's one of the things I love to do, get to meet new people, get new members, and grow with the community. And we're also going to have a support retention strategy We're going to be doing a lot more targeted outreach, automated reminders, and value-driven messaging. So one of the things we're really focused on at Member Nova is setting up emails. We're going to be setting up different systems, and we're also going to probably set up some automations to help us streamline this process. And our goal is going to be adding around 50 to 100 new members in 2026 and boost renewals through consistent communication. So going back to retention strategy, we really want to make sure we get on top of that and make sure we're going to have really good target outreach. Now, we're going to the enhanced event quality, engagement, and communications. So we're going to be helping plan deliver high quality, engaging monthly events and workshops. Like we always do here, we're going to be keep on working as a team, and we're going to find new opportunities where we can bring to everybody else. Like I said, we love to have everybody else growing, and we want to be able to bring all of our knowledge and help you guys grow as well. And we're going to be using that with videography and content creation to elevate branding and online presence. Recently, I just got all the Adobe products and learning stuff with Blender 3D. So I'm bringing a lot of the new UI, a lot of more futuristic ideas and videos to the content that we're going to be doing for IIBA Tampa Bay. So super exciting as well. We're going to bring some more members with this as well. So super excited about getting into that. Now, we're going to talk about the strengthened partnerships and the regional influence. We're going to be building relationships with local companies, universities, and tech groups more into next year, with also being able to present the chapter at the regional and national conferences. And we're going to be ending it off with supporting cross-chapter collaboration across Florida. So this is one of our main goals for 2026.
Thank you so much, Seamus.
Of course.
Thank you so much. Now I'm going to tell you about Sarita. Sarita is our resident that's in Canada. 5 things you need to know about Sarita. She's got a master's in computer applications. She's got her CSPO and analysis for business systems. She started out as a quality analyst and she's now turned into a business systems analyst. She's experienced a desire to elevate the BA practice of business analysis, and she's very enthusiastic about volunteering and connecting with people from various backgrounds. Sarita, do you want to say anything else?
All good. Thank you.
Okay, well, I'm going to let you talk about your goals for 2026 as our brand new Vice President of Administration, a role that we haven't had before. So you're coming in and helping us forge new paths.
Thank you, Tia. Thanks a lot. Thanks for giving me this opportunity to serve as a VP admin. So what I'm thinking or what we talked about, we are going to set up a clear document repository. So we have lots of documentation on Google Drive, but they are not organized. So first goal for me is to come up with the plan or a structure where we all maybe need to follow. So what I'm thinking, once I'm ready, I can record a video, you guys can watch and start following the same. And later on we can decide you want to do all the documentation put in the drive by yourself, or you can send me an email if you need help. So I'll be reaching out most of you because this will be the group effort here. And then keep all official records updated, including minutes meeting, governance document. Again, we have that most of the things I think with Tia, but she's super busy, so I'll be lending my hand to her and I'll be helping into organizing these kind of stuff also. And then complete required governance document, bylaw, succession plan, role discipline in the first half of the year. So this is what we thought about, and going forward how it goes, I'll take it from there because this is a very new role. I think whatever she get out of me for now, on the basis of that, she decided that, okay, this is what she can begin with. And then definitely I'm happy to serve here as a volunteer. So thank you.
Thank you, Sarita. Sarita is filling a need that the IBA has said, hey, you guys need to get this done. And I'm like, I can't get it done. So Sarita is going to come alongside and help us with that. Let me introduce you to Bob Churchill. Bob is certified as CBAP, PMP, CSM, CSPO, and ACSD, and probably a whole lot more. He is a mechanical and software engineer with decades of simulation, continuous and discrete event experience. He's a self-proclaimed the world's greatest process analyst, and he's only half kidding. He runs rpchurchill.com. It's a massive archive of diagrams, decks, and Tampa IIBA study sessions, and we really, really appreciate the value that he brings to us there. It's free, guys. Go out and check it out. He's completed scores of full life cycle engagements across industries, roles, and global locations. He's got deep expertise in economics and time value of money, breaks down problems with precision. He builds frameworks for iterative collaboration, system decomposition, and proactive reactive solutions. And bonus, he loves intense workouts, nerdy learning, and epic road trips to meet interesting people. He is an interesting person. I hope y'all get a chance to get to know Bob Churchill. With over 170 sessions listed with links on YouTube, go to rpchurchill.com and choose this right here, Tampa IIBA Study Group, and you'll see the list of all of the work he's done with links that take you directly into the YouTube videos. I would love to tell you more about China Thomas, one of our board members out of Atlanta, Georgia, but I didn't receive information from her. And China, are you here? Okay, we'll go on. Amarachi is our board member at large. She's been our board member for 2025 and going to continue through 2026 as a board member at large. Amarachi approaches every stage of life with ownership and purpose. She's driven with a deep curiosity, enjoys exploring cultures and ideas beyond borders. Amarachi is passionate about empowering the next generation and actively supports young people as she herself establishes her career. And at the heart of everything she does is a guiding mantra of authenticity. Amarachi is going to head up our Norwegian group. Nigeria group. We have about 10 people in Nigeria and Ghana that are very, very interested in advancing their BA career. And unfortunately, the time zone doesn't work for what we're trying to do. It would not be fair to ask them to be up at 1:30 in the morning to study the CBAP with us. They would not be as excited as we are at that point. So we're going to do it a little bit differently and have Amarachi help coordinate it and help them build their own community there. So that is the plan at the moment. Olga, are you with us? Olga is our board member at large out of Washington State. She was the program manager for our SDLC workshop. She's been our board member for 2025 and going to continue through 2026. And I wish she had sent me some stuff so I could tell y'all more about her. I know that she's got a daughter. I know that she is extremely competent at running tasks, and she made our SDLC event a success. Okay, let me tell you about me. I'm the last person here. I live in Missouri in the United States. I've held 2 roles this last year as president and vice president of training and professional development. 5 things you need to know or you can know is I'm a published author. I have my CSPO, my CBAP, and a few others. I'm a Christian. I love to kayak rivers. I have a heart for leadership and for teaching, and I feel very blessed to have found this group. As the Vice President of Training and Professional Development, this is what we've done in 2025. We completed our 7-month weekly Tampa Bay CBAP prep training. We had 8 students complete the course. 1 has passed the test for sure. I haven't heard very much from the rest of them. I also taught 14 weeks of CBAP prep training for the Philippines chapter and 14 weeks for the Ireland chapter last year. I added CBAP logic and math problem resources to our repository, and I individually mentored over 100 individuals. We had 32 BA Masterclass speakers and presentations covering a wide variety of BA topics. You cannot read them all, but this is the list of all the people that came to provide us information from their own experiences, from their own studies, and give us experiences that we wouldn't have gotten otherwise. But this is the list even to the very, very last one, not including all of the SDLC workshops. The SDLC workshop was our weekly event that lasted 11 weeks. We had 6 teams. We had 14 experienced mentors and 72 team members. That's 90 people that got to use the benefit of these mentors. These are folks that gave a lot more time than you expect. They were in our training sessions. They were in our planning sessions. They were giving feedback. They were watching the videos. They put in a lot, and I really, really appreciate each of them. For 2026, we are still planning to have the SDLC Experience Workshop. We don't know exactly the dates yet, but we think you're going to be signing up sometime probably in July. We're also going to have the CCBA and CBAP test prep. That's going to be weekly, February through September. And we also have the jobs group that I've been posting to. We have 920 members. We have over 3,000 active participants, and we have over 508,000 post views of jobs that are available in the United States that I see in my feed. For the BA Force Multiplier Leadership, this is one of our monthly meetings, 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. And for that one, it's a LinkedIn group where you're invited to share stories of how BA skills positively impacted a process, a project, or an organization. It's grown to over 252 members. We've had over 12,600 posts. I've got it wrong. And I'm sorry, 5,000 posts and 12.6 thousand post views is what it is. And while we're lifting our community with education, resources, networking, and encouragement, these folks got together on the side to write a second volume of Bridging the Gap Across the Industries, featuring 12 additional industries for BAs to explore. This book is expected to be published between Thanksgiving and Christmas of this year. So, as president, I got the bank accounts, finances, and the legal stuff arranged with the help of my great staff. We created stronger relationships using the BA Force Multiplier Leadership and BA Elevate with Angela Wick. We added 3 new board members. We served over 1,200 total seats filled across meetings. We adopted bylaws, and now we've grown so much, we are now updating those bylaws. We've applied for and won one IIBA Global Chapter Award and one Southeast Region Volunteer of the Year Award. For 2026, my goals as president are to finalize the bylaws with the members' votes, set up speakers for 2026, organize the volunteers for 2026, create official role descriptions with the input of each of you who are holding the roles, create succession plans for each role, improve the Canadian job listing LinkedIn group, establish chapter operation processes that are documented and easily repeatable, and improve chapter activity tracking, and that's going to be with Sarita's help, I'm sure, and apply for 2026 IIBA awards, and let's do this again. So this is the 2026 board with the new titles, new layout. If you want to know how to become a board member, all board members begin as volunteers. VPs must be board members at large for a year before taking on a VP position unless there's extraordinary circumstances. So we will continue to support our community with the certification journey. We have 27 people here, and a majority of them have gone on to be leaders because I honestly believe we make leaders here. The chapter growth for certifications, new in 2024 and new in 2025, you can read it. We did have a 22.5% increase in CBAPs over the previous year. And we had quite a number of ECBAs as well. But these are only for people who are members, not just participants. We have people that were just participants in our training classes. So this is just the membership statistics right here. We're going to continue to be growing our relationships with our partners and associations. Our memberships and our participants are our number one people that we want to grow. But then there's the chapters and the other organizations and the 3 chapters that are in their infancy. These are the other organizations, several in the Tampa area. And then the recruiters and the different training providers. Incidentally, I've had at least one person come back to say, that recruiter that you referred me to, I got a job. So it does work. It may not be as big as we wanted, but it is working. I reached out to Watermark Learning and asked them to renew our discount for our Tampa Bay and our free access to the watermark test bank. I'll do the same for adaptive, so we can continue to offer that to our folks. And just in case you don't know, the Tampa Bay IIBA will be on vacation from after Thanksgiving through the end of the year and then until the 8th of January. In 2026, we will have themes for each week. Week 1 of each week will be BA Games and Soft Skills. Week 2 is Real BA Life. Week 3 is Technical Skills. The last week of the month is always going to be a case study, and if there's actually a 5th week, week 4 is going to be Business Analysis Skill, something like Sprint Planning or Product Canvas. We're also going to have a Be Informed series, which is one meeting each quarter, one for the IIBA membership, what's in it for you. And the second one is, what does it look like to be a volunteer with the Tampa Bay IIBA? It's my goal that our volunteers are brought in on a quarterly basis and given projects that are quarterly. That way we can give them nuggets that they can complete and we show them appreciation appropriately. I am currently looking for speakers for next year. These 3 folks have volunteered. Rochelle is going to be in January and February with 2 different topics, and I haven't got the other 2 booked yet for their dates. I'm looking forward to it. We do have a new speaker application and a volunteer application on the bottom of the Tampa Bay website. Thank you, Alicia, for getting those put on. And so as people apply, we can just slide them into slides. So the next meeting that we have is going to be January 8th, and it's going to be the 5 to 6 o'clock meeting. Be Informed IIBA membership, what's in it for you. If you want to get more information about our activities or what we're going to do or what we have done, I encourage you to join the LinkedIn group, IIBA Tampa Bay chapter in Florida, USA, to subscribe to the events calendar on our website at tampabay.iiba.org, and then you can watch everything we've done in the past that is public on our YouTube channel. So that's all available to you. Incidentally, I've had at least one person reach out to me and say, "You and I've never met, I've never talked to you, but I watched your training on YouTube and I was able to pass my test." So it works. And thank you to those of you who have done this. Before I wrap up, does anybody have anything they want to say? Okay.
No, I don't think we can express thank you, Thea. You know, you you did all this, so we appreciate it.
Woohoo! Yay, Thea!
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
can actually want to say something.
Sure.
Firstly, I want to say a very big thank you to you for being amazing, firstly, for being selfless, for really having a heart of gold, and being a great person. Anyone that gets to work with you can actually tell that you have a heart for business analysis. And I don't think I'm gonna be exaggerating if I say, like, I think I should would even give you the award, like being the queen of business analysis. But thank you for the amazing things you do. Like, she really does a lot. At times I wonder how she manages her time, but it just baffles me how she's good at multitasking, just juggling a whole lot of things. Our chapter, we're pleased to have you. Thank you for being a leader. The truth is, we have amazing volunteers, and this is also a big thank you to everybody on the board. Like our chapter, it's one thing that I always tell people. The Tampa Bay chapter should be where that's where you should be. So I had a speaking engagement yesterday with the IIBA Philadelphia. And I was just proud, like so proud. Like, oh, we are the best chapter, blah blah blah. Oh, and Bob, someone asked of you from Philadelphia. I can't just remember his name now, but it just goes to say that people actually see the work we put in. But again, you are doing an amazing job there. Thank you for being a great leader. Thank you. Um, your passion is just second to none. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Bob?
I was going to say that after, we used to have all these great, tremendous in-person events in Tampa, and then COVID wrecked all that. And then there was a fellow named Richard Frederick who single-handedly gave this series of half-hour webinars, like 20 of them. And that kind of inspired me to give a series of 15 of my own. And then you popped onto the scene, and it was you and me and Cliff kind of keeping the chapter going. And that was the beginning 4 years ago of just doing kind of informal training sessions where we'd go through the BABA chapters and the techniques and generally talk about stuff. And I was thinking that was a really cool thing to have going on. And it was maintainable, it was tractable, it was approachable, and I think very effective. And then when you, Thea, got the idea to build this giant organization to do all this extra stuff, I mean, hey, you go for it, but that creates a potential risk of having an all fall apart if there's too much overhead. But I have to say, I'm glad that you did it. You deserve all the credit. The whole group has accomplished so much, and I'm sure a ton of people are going to accomplish and learn a whole bunch more. To the chapter in general, I just want to say it's been a lot of fun for me to be a part of it. Everybody contributes different things according to their strengths and interests. Cliff and Thea and everybody else, they do weird stuff. I would, if I had to do it, you'd have to gouge my eyes out with a rusty spork. I would hate my life. But there's really weird, twisted, technical stuff I do and end up learning because of the things that I'm interested in. And we have such a great team that meshes perfectly. There's somebody to do everything. And that is the coolest thing ever. If you guys want to volunteer or be a part of it, definitely talk to Theo or somebody, probably not me, and go ahead and pitch in. This has been fantastic.
Thank you, Bob. One of the things that is my goal this year is for us to document all of our processes where they're simple. Let's get them down. We've had some growing pains, and it's a little complex right now, but we want to get them where people can repeat things without us having to strain. Anybody else?
Me.
Yes, Cassie.
Yeah. So since we are getting close to Thanksgiving, just want to say I'm thankful for this group, honestly. And Thea, I think I met you when I was struggling at my previous company. And looking back, I can see how I grow personally, and I got the chance to collaborate with some really awesome people. And one of them particularly like to pick on me particularly, but that's fine too. But seriously, I'm really grateful, and some of the stuff that I seen here, especially Bob, your index and the way you trace your requirement back to the solution. I will never forget that. The first time I saw, I'm like, what is that? Right? With time, it makes sense, and I'm really grateful for everyone, honestly. And during the SDLC, collaborate with Simas and seeing him on LinkedIn and see what he's doing is really really good. And the fun part for me is we are all around the world, and hope that maybe one day we can have something where we can all be together physically. So I'm really grateful for you all. Yeah.
That's awesome. I would love that. Thank you, Kasi. Anything else? Anybody else?
Now I feel like I have to say something because it's Thanksgiving too, so thank you for that idea. So yeah, I also would like to say I am extremely thankful to be a part of this organization, and you all, even though I haven't met all of you in person, you feel like family to me. And just like others, you were here when I didn't have anyone else, and it's like we have become family. So I am very thankful to be a part of this organization, even though it's a professional organization. It's personal and professional for me. And I'm looking forward to all the great things that we're going to do in the future.
Perfectly said. Thank you, Alicia.
All right, I'd like to say something.
Yeah, Siobhan, go ahead.
It's a nice group. It's good to find a professional, I guess, organization, that's in line with what I'm actually doing. Tia is awesome. But I want to give a special shout out to Bob. I use the website a lot. I actually use it more than the Tampa Bay website actually. And it's
Good.
it's 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 simple and easy to use. So big up yourself. So, all right.
Thank you. He's put in probably 1,000 hours on that easily.
Yeah. And Jovan, it wouldn't be nice if you could be a part of our chapter, You could volunteer.
Yeah, I'm considering doing that. I'm actually good at
Uh
this stuff. So I heard there is some committee, well, some website thing. Something
hmm.
help on that.
Yeah.
You should have a conversation with me. See the ecosystem begin. Like, what is that guy trying to do?
No, I actually do web development
Hmm.
as a business. I've done over 100 sites and applications over the years. I mean, if you
Please,
need
let's
any help
connect
with
on.
that type
Yes,
of
let's
stuff,
let's
let me
connect
know.
on LinkedIn. Yeah, I
Mm.
think I have something. Let's.
Let's do that.
If not, he sounds like a good guy for the YouTube task we got here.
Yeah. Yeah, we have some improvement that we'd like to do on YouTube because we have no clue about tagging and SDL S whatever those letters are.
SEO.
SEO.
Whatever. Yeah, we don't know how to do it. We know it needs to be done. We just don't know how to do it. Anybody else?
I'd like to add. So I
Yes.
got lucky and I'm feeling so grateful to every one of you who is actually giving me chance to work with you all. I celebrated Canada Thanksgiving last month, so I'm getting a chance this year to celebrate with you all. So happy Thanksgiving and looking forward to work with you all. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad that you're here. Sarita, I
Thanks.
see so many things. It's like I have a gap and you have the skill, and it's like it's just working. It's really, really going to be good.
Yeah, I joined couple of meetings of Toronto chapter, but the way you guys here connect and give a chance to everybody, it is really awesome. Thank you.
That makes me feel good. Thank you, Sarita.
Thanks.
Okay, anybody else? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, officially, let me see if I can go to the right screen. Officially, let's go to our vacation. We will see you again on January 8th. We will be sending out some notices of things that are going to be happening so that you have them on the calendar before that. I still have work to do. Alicia, you and I probably need to work together on some things with Esther and probably everybody else. I don't know yet. But we have a little bit of work to do, but we're not going to have meetings until January 8th. And feel free to reach out to me through LinkedIn if you have any questions. And we will be switching over to Slack in the new year instead of LinkedIn for our intercommunication, but that's getting set up. I really appreciate each of you. I thank you for your kind words, and I really look forward to the good that we're going to do in 2026. Thank you for being on board. See you later, guys. Bye.
Thank you.